Right, so this is going to be a different video, but I saw a video by a certain J.A. Donut, or Jumping J of Doom, made a video talking about the JMR Chance. If you don't know JMR, Jelle's Marble Runs is a marble racing channel, got pretty popular during the pandemic. And each of these teams have Chance as of the most recent Marble League and stuff, and I don't know about the Marble League, but Marble 1 at least. And he ranked through a tier list, like you can see here, all the teams Chance, except some of the teams here don't have Chance, so we're just gonna ignore those. But I thought, why not? I'll do that as well. So yeah, and my opinions might be a little bit controversial. So let's go. So the Green Ducks, I mean, this chant is quite well known. I think it's alright, I guess. I mean, it makes sense, quacking, because Green Ducks, there's nothing too grabbing about it. It's just kind of like quacks here and there. Not much of a hook to grab you in, but it's fine. I'm gonna put it in B tier. So it's basically S is fantastic, A is really good, B is alright, or I guess this would be great, good, alright. I don't know. Maybe I should change some of these actually. Yeah, we're gonna move this to make this D. This will be F, and right. So really good, great, good, alright, bad, and awful. The Green Ducks just have an okay chant, in my opinion. The Momo is also just kind of alright. You'll see that I kind of think that there aren't a lot of good chants in the Marble League, but Momos is alright. I feel like they could use something in between the Momos, and also I don't know what, but the chant just doesn't have a lot of oomph. Like they are chanting out Momo, Momo, but again, nothing really that oomphy, if that makes any sense. I think I'll put them in, I do prefer more of the Green Ducks, but I will put them in the same tier, so that's Team Momo for you. The Jungle Jumpers, I think that's a good chant. That's a really good chant. I like the tribal drums. Makes sense with the jungle theme. It has the jump that gets you to kind of jump. It grabs you in. The chant, and it's kind of like even though there's not much. I mean, I guess the jumps are sort of like a build up, and then boom with the jump. So it's not amazing, but Jungle Jumpers is certainly an A tier chant in my opinion. Go Lime! We suck! Limers, absolutely awful team, but really good chant. Like, it's pretty typical of sports chants, I guess. I don't actually really watch sports at all, so maybe I'm not the best person to speak about it, but it sounds like a typical sports chant, but it's catchy and good, and I like the little drumming that they have. However, marbles would end up doing that. They have no limbs, but don't question it. Limers, I can't believe I'm saying it, but they're actually ending up in S tier for me. Funny how Limers and Jungle Jumpers, not very good teams in terms of how, their performances, but quite good chants.
Gliding glaciers glide for glory. Gliding glaciers glide for glory. Gliding glaciers glide for glory. The glaciers glide for gold.
The lyrics are not the best, but I like that they change it up at the end there. And I might be a bit biased because I do like the Gliding Glaciers. They're like one of the 3 teams that I consistently root for. But yeah, I do like the Gliding Glaciers chant quite a bit. Don't think I would put it in S. I like that they use that one USA song. I don't know what it's called, but I think that was creative. I'm gonna put it in A tier. A for the Gliding Glaciers. This is another solid one that's been a while for a bit, but yeah, the Raspberry Racers, again, a bit biased because I generally root for them, and I really like it. I think it's good. The little raspberry in between it sounds a bit... It balances on stupid and cool. I don't like that too much, but I still think it's pretty iconic as things can be in the JMR, and I think it's an S tier chant. Sue me, I guess. No, don't. I don't make that much money. Right, so this is lame. I apologize to anyone who likes this chant. Jesus, I don't have anything against the team. I don't particularly love them either. But there is some form of congruency here and such. It's not just completely random noise, but it just falls flat. I don't think like there's any... I mean, a chant doesn't have to have percussion, but... or, well, as much percussion as you can get in a chant, but it still just feels like there's nothing really in it. It's just... It's not horrible, but I think it's pretty bad, so B tier for the hazers. This is a good chant, a really good chant, to be honest. I know that it doesn't necessarily fit with the theme of the Rojo Rollers, because they don't really have anything to do with pirates or sailors or anything like that. But honestly, they should just switch to that. Make that their new, like, thing, make that their logo or something, because it certainly makes them more interesting. And I'm a particular fan of the Rojo Rollers. They're not a very good team. They're pretty bad, to be honest. But I do like this chant a lot. I think it works. They have borrowed the melody or the general construction of what the chant is. But I like the shanty, alright? So that's an S tier for the Rojo Rollers as well. I know I said there's not a lot of teams that have good chants in my opinion, but yeah, you'll see.
Indigo. Go, go, Indigo. Go, go, Indigo. Go, go, Indigo. Go.
So Jumping J of Doom or J Donut put this at S tier in his tier list. And I'm sorry, man, but you're wrong. I don't think this is a very good chant. I don't think it's bad either. It's just kind of meh. Go Indigo, yeah, makes sense that they would, you know, go in there. It's part of their name, which is kind of clever. But otherwise, I just feel like it doesn't really have anything going for it. I think the claps, it might just be the recording they did for the chant, but it's pretty weak. It sounds pretty weak and not encouraging or powerful at all. Yeah, Indigo Stars, it's just kind of meh. It's not bad, just kind of meh, in my opinion.
Roll over and roll out. Roll over and roll out. Roll over and roll out. 'Cause the swarm is shining for you.
This garbage. Okay, not really. But I know that it's supposed to be cheesy. I mean, if you really take JMR incredibly seriously, you might want to find a hobby or something. But I don't think this is a very good chant. I get that, like, it's supposed to be kind of cheesy, but this one has it's a bit too cheesy in my opinion, and just cringe, pretty cringe. Especially the last line there. It's not actually garbage, like I said. It's not terrible, but it does go into bad territory, into D tier. Sorry, Shining Swarm, I guess.
Chocolate. 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 Chocolate.
I get the joke, SpongeBob, and all that, and yeah, it's kind of clever, but that's kind of it. it almost feels like, okay, let's make this a parody of the chocolate thing from SpongeBob, at the cost of it being good in any way. So it, like, okay, it could be worse if it was disoriented, because there's still somewhat of a congruency, or like, you know, it goes chocolate, chocolate. It's not just chocolate at random parts. There is a certain amount of beats in between. I don't know music theory at all. I'm kind of conflicted because it's bad in my opinion. I think it's bad. Like, I get the joke and I can respect that, but I feel like they sacrifice the joke, or they sacrifice having something that could actually be good and catchy in some way to a joke that isn't. It's kind of like a that chuckle-worthy thing. Like, oh yeah, I get that reference, but not much more. I'll be nice if the chocolatiers and go beat. Yellow, yellow. Right, Mellow Yellow. I like this chant. I do almost want to put it in S tier, but I feel like if there was a clap or a stomp or something when in the second bit that goes yeah, I don't even know if they say yellow really fast or if it's just yeah. I feel like I assume they say yellow really fast because, you know, mellow, yellow, mellow, yellow. But the point is, it's good, but I feel like it's missing a little bit to you know, keep it out of S tier. I decided I think Mellow Yellow goes in A tier, very high tier. I guess I'll put them there then. I guess because it's really good. It's just not fully enough for S tier. But I like Mellow Yellow, both the chant and the team. They've been doing good. Right, so this is another one where they've taken an existing, known piece of music or tune and changed it a bit, except there's barely any change with this one. Jumping Jay Doom, that's what I'm going to call him, even though he changed his name, pointed out, like, at least with the others, they changed the lyrics or changed something about it. Here, they've not really done that. They've pretty much just taken the intro to the AC/DC's Thunderstruck, and that's it, except there's no guitar in the version, of course. And I'm a bit conflicted, because I do think it pumps up people, and that's generally good. But at the same time, yeah, definitely some negative points for uncreativity by pretty much committing copyright infringement. What is my decision? Either a D or a B for me, and B tier. I guess the hype level it creates is enough to keep it out of D tier. Okay, this time I'm actually mean it when I think this is garbage. Okay, yeah, it's cute that they do meows because crazy cat's eyes, and that they use this particular piece of this particular tune as well, which I can't remember the name of. That's cute as well, but it's so lame. I don't know why. It just is. Something about it just. I think it's also because they've only taken the first part of the tune, because it goes do 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 do. I think that's how it goes. But they've only taken the first part of that and just repeating that, and yeah, also I don't think it hypes anyone up or brings any kind of encouragement or hype into the crowd or anything. It's pretty lame in my opinion. So yeah, that's the first F. Sorry, Cat's Eyes, you're a solid team, but yeah, you could have done better than this. What is this? The second, or like, the Savage Speeders are like, I think still based on performance alone, the top #1 team in the entire league. I think they're at least competing there with the Rangers and such. And this is what they have. Like, okay, there's some like drumming in there, but that's it. Nothing else. You hear, well, you do hear the little Savage Speeders, but it's so low, it might as well not even be there. This is utter trash. It's like Jay said. I know I'm referencing him a lot, but I got inspired to make this video by him. It's not even a chance. So absolute F tier for the Savage Speeders. Come on, guys. Come on. So this is the part of the video where people will see this, and then tomorrow they will sneak into my house, tie me up, bring me out to the middle of nowhere, crucify me, and then set me on fire. Because guess what? I really do not like this chant. And it was, as far as I know, like basically the first chant that was incorporated into the Marble League videos. And it is iconic, yes. And this is partly because I'm biased against the Rangers. I do not like that team. Sorry. But it's not just that makes me not like this chant. Yes, it clearly hypes people up, because I mean, just look at the comment section. Look how Rangers fans talk. And it clearly gets people hyped up. It's iconic in a way, but I think it's boring and annoying. Yep, you heard me. It's one syllable. It's just O. I think the Rangers could do better than this. It's got really, you know, again, quote-unquote iconic, so I don't think it'll ever be changed. But if they had something else like "Go Rangers, go Rangers, go, go Rangers, go," something like that, maybe. I know everyone's gonna disagree with me completely, even non-Rangers fans, I think. But yeah, I really do not like this chant. I think it's too simple, boring. Because I'm so biased against the Rangers, I do want to put an F tier, but I don't think it's... Then again, the fair part of me says no. I'm going to be merciful and put him in the D tier. No, that's still heresy, and I'm going to get excommunicated, but that's what I think.
Maniacs, maniacs on the course, and they're racing like they've never raced before.
Okay. That was a really short clip, by the way. I like it a bit. It's another parody chant, I guess. And it is a creative choice what tune they're quote-unquote ripping off. So I don't think there's much else other than that. If they had some kind of hand claps or something in there, I think it would have been better. Not much to say about the Maniacs. I think it's just fine. It's fine. I'm okay with it, but not much else than that.
Praise the sun. Praise the sun. Praise the sun. Praise the sun.
This one's good. Solar Flares have not had the best of times since they became a team, but I think this chant is pretty solid. What it could use, I think, is a bit of more of an escalation. I like it because it's just me when it comes to chants, but I like that it's almost like a war chant. It's dun 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 dun. Yeah, the chant there with praise the sun. If it escalated with like, if it was a bit more escalation as it goes further along a bit, or if it led up to like on the 4th time they yell it louder or something, I think that would makes it better. But still, I do like the Solar Flare one quite a bit. I don't think as much as S tier, but it goes in A tier. Solar Flares, you have a solid chant. I like it.
Oh, the ocean is racing their way to victory. Oh, the ocean is riding the wave to glory. Riding the wave to glory. Riding the wave to glory. Riding the wave to glory.
Right, this is another one that at least as far as I know, is the tune is taken from something else. I don't think this one is that good. It's got a good flow to it to start, but it doesn't have that much else. And I don't like the last little bits. They sing it like they're whispering it. You shouldn't do that. It's a chant. It's be loud, hyping the crowd up and encouraging the team. And if you're going, that's not gonna help. And I feel like you could use something more, but you know, Oceanics, I'm sorry, I think yours is kind of bad. B tier, better than the O'Rangers one though.
Clock strikes midnight, fear the midnight. Clock strikes midnight, fear the midnight.
This one's really lame. I'm sorry, but I get it. I get it. If it is supposed to be a lullaby, I get the joke, I guess, or the little clever thing they try to do there. But again, it's not a chant. Or well, it technically is, but it doesn't fit as a chant. You should put a freaking lullaby as a chant. Imagine if a sport team sung something into the tune of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star as a chant. It would be bloody stupid, probably. I don't know if it's happened. I'm not an expert. But point is, pretty bad in my opinion. And the lyrics are really uncreative. I know that it doesn't have to be Bohemian Rhapsody or anything, but it's clock strikes midnight, fear the midnight. It does, like, they just rhyme it with the same word. Not as bad as Savage Speeders, because I don't think anything is as bad as the Savage Speeders, but it still gets an F for me. Okay, this gets close to being as bad as the Savage Speeder one. I get it. Balls of Chaos, it's chaotic and all of a mess, but that doesn't work. I think that you could still convey a chaotic vibe without just being a jumbled mess that doesn't even resemble anything congruent. It's just a... bleh, because that's what this is. It's worse than the Midnight Wisps one. Not even joking. Just put that right at the F tier. Not as bad as Savage Speech because it's still actually a chant somewhat. But still, I get it's supposed to be chaotic, but chaotic doesn't always have to mean... I mean, okay, yeah, definition of chaos, I guess, is just a jumbled mess. But I don't think it works. And I still think you could convey something that's kind of chaotic feeling while still being somewhat of a tune. So, sorry, Balls of Chaos fans. For anyone else likes this chant, I think it's pretty garbage. Yeah, so I believe there are people out there that actually think this is terrible, and I agree, yet they defend the Hill Rangers when I think it's almost the same, because it's just one sound, it just goes constantly, and it's boring, and it's lame. But I do think this one is worse than the O'Rangers, because at least the O'Rangers one manages to capture, or at least some people, not for me, but for O'Rangers fans, capture a sense of, you know, what a chant should do, hype people up, and such, and the O'Rangers one also kind of doubles as a cheer thing, so, yeah, the Bumblebee's pretty bad. It's not as bad as the Balls of Chaos, because it's not as incoherent as the Balls of Chaos, but still, Bumblebee's absolutely whack. I'm sorry.
Who's the team in brilliant blue with the cobalts? In our element and true with the cobalts.
Wow, that was also pretty lame in my opinion. There were finger snaps in there. I actually can't even snap my finger. I'm terrible. But why finger snaps? I mean, I guess it's a noise. There should have been hand claps there or stomps. That would make it give it more oomph. That's mostly what I'm looking for in terms of a chant. And I think this is pretty bad. Is it F-worthy bad? Maybe. I also think the lyrics are nothing special. I think it would work better if they went. Because as you can see, there are chants that are more of a chant, where the repeating thing. Then there's some where they have it's a small little rhyme thing, and I guess I prefer the chanty ones. But yeah, I don't think Cobalt's is bad enough for F, but it's still pretty bad. I think I'll put it there. Sorry, Cobalt's.
Go, snowballs, go. Go, snowballs, go. Go, snowballs, go. Dashing through the snow.
I have mixed feelings about this one because partly it's pretty cool. That they kind of mix. They've got a chant going, repeating thing, and they've got the little chime or whatever it is in the background that brings the snowy, Christmassy vibes. So that's conflicting because it both kind of sounds good and both kind of sounds not as good because they have the melody there, but the melody being that little twinkly twinkle twinkle do is not very intimidating, I guess. And the lyrics, while I do like that they got that little extra twist at the end before repeating, go snowballs go, and they do that 4 times, and then dashing through the snow. Whoa, like that little end bit is creative, but it also, the way it's delivered is extremely cringeworthy, and I get that it's supposed to be a little bit stupid. Yeah, I kind of conflicted about that one. It just comes across as pretty. It's creatively put together, but I also feel like not much of a rallying call, so I think this one's gonna go to D tier. Yeah, I'll say D tier, but it borders on B. It got closer, but it just changed it up a little bit. Maybe change the instrument on that little thing in the background to something better. Also, just put the pinkies there. That's my bad. No balls goes in there.
Turtle power. Turtle power. Turtle power.
I like this one. I don't know if it's a fully reference to TMNT, but not that I know anything about that series. But that's a small amount of influence that they've taken. I like the little ditty, do, and it's low, so it feels more like a chant. It's pretty simple, but I think it works pretty well. And I don't think it's as good as Solar Flare's one, but I still think it goes into A tier. I feel like maybe if they added a little thing more like maybe a clap, like maybe do, turtle power, like that maybe. I don't know. That might sound garbage. But that might improve it a bit. But yeah, I think it's good enough for A tier. It's interesting how some of the less good performing teams, are up in A tier. Weird.
Pinky power. Pinky power. Pinky power.
Right, the Pinkies. This one's also just kind of meh, in my opinion. Like it's similar to Turtle Sliders. I like that they have some stomps in there. It's interesting that they hadn't been intro where they went Pinkies, and then they got into the actual chant. That's a bit weird, but I don't hate it. Otherwise, I don't have much to complain about. But also, maybe it's the way that it's worded or something, but it doesn't really bring me in. Go. Yay, Pinkies. Maybe it's also because I don't really like the Pinkies and the fact that they're not a very good team at all. But they'll go into B tier. Yeah, I think B tier. Nah, I don't consider it better than the Intimate one.
Red, yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow.
Red, this was weird. It's red, yellow, blue. Just all that consistently, which is something that other teams, like there's other simple chants that I do like. I just think that just saying red, yellow, blue, I don't know if that fits Team Primary. Yes, that's Team Primary, same primary colors, red, yellow, blue. But I feel like it would have been better if it was red, yellow, blue, red, yellow, blue, red, yellow, blue, and then something like Team Primary or something like that. Change it up a bit, make it less monotonous. It's funny that they pretty much have a beatbox later on. I think that's creative. I like that, but it's so quiet. Like you can barely hear it. If that was a bit louder, I think it would be better. But yeah, I think this is a good chant. Well, actually, it borders on A tier. I think I'll put it. Yeah, I'll put it there. You're close to an A tier, but not fully enough. Now there's only one team left.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Which chant do you like the most? Certainly not this one. Team Galactic is my favorite team. I'm Team Galactic all the way. They're #1. So, if you think that, oh, I'm just putting Rangers bad because I hate that team, no, because this is my favorite team right here, Team Galactic, and I think our chant is absolute total garbage. I get it, at takeoff, it's, you know, space, rocket takeoff. It could have been done better. Like, why not have a thundering of stomps or claps, something like, or drumming. Also, I don't know if the takeoff really works as well. I don't know how I would make a Team Galactic chant, to be honest with you. But even if they wanted to do the takeoff thing, just having the weird wang, you know, space sounding noises in the background while someone just goes 10, 9, 8. It's so lame. Like, it's supposed to be build up, so there should be, yeah, drumming and saying 10, 9, 8, or maybe even, they don't even have to start at 10. I think it's a bit too slow. Maybe at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then like, go Galactic, go, or something like that, with some drumming along with it, percussion, like stomps going along with that end part. That would be so much better than this, because this is total. I was so disappointed when I watched this video for the first time and reacted to the Team Galactic chant, because it's really, really bad. Now, is it as bad as Balls of Chaos? No, it's not. I think it's worse than the Bumblebees, even though the Bumblebees is really just monotonous. I think that it's still better than Galactic's. Galactic's is really bad, and I'm disappointed as a Galactic fan, and I think it needs to change, because it really doesn't hype me up at all. Now, the Blackjacks, Purple Rockets, Plasma, Team Plasma, Wolfpack, Golden Orbs, Hornets, Jawbreakers, Quicksilvers, as well as the what was that even called again? Marble Maniacs. That was a thing. Those don't have any chance as far as we know, and as far as I know. So we'll see if they make one. I don't even know if I'll make any more videos about marble racing. I made this one because I got inspired, and also because I haven't released a video in a while. I am working on videos that are more related to gaming content and stuff, but I felt like I could get something out here that I could whip up rather quickly and edit rather quickly. So yeah, that's my explanation for this. So yeah, there really aren't that many chants that I really like. I don't think I want to change this too much. Well, I'll go through. Okay. Lime Rush, Rojo Rolls, I think have the best chance. A tier, I still agree with that. B tier, I feel like I maybe should move one here. Yeah, the Thunderbolt is better than the Indigo Stars. I think so. I think I'm gonna move the Thunderbolts a bit more. I'll put them there. Yeah, I think I'll do that, actually. Some people might be mad now by me making those shows. Snowballs, let me see. Yeah, the Chocolatier should go down as well, sorry. Cobalt is here. What was Cobalt's now again? It was yeah, do I prefer the Cobalts of the Chocolatiers? Yes, I do. They go there. Are they better than the Old Rangers? They're not as... It's not great. I think it's a bit tad annoying. Not as annoying as the Old Rangers, though. And I know that, especially considering what Jay said about, you don't put Old Rangers in the S tier, what are you doing? Well, I'm doing what my opinion says, and I know probably gonna get kicked out of the the subreddit and the Discord and everything for this opinion. Probably not for real. At least I hope not. But yeah, I just don't like the Rangers in general. But you should understand that, considering I pretty much think the Rangers are my least favorite team in the whole league, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that they're so bloody damn good. Be happy that they're not at the bottom, because I could do that. But upon reflection, I don't like their chant. I think it's massively overrated, but it's not the worst thing possible, because that's the Savage Speeders, followed by the Balls of Chaos, and my own team is down there, so I don't think I'm too biased here regarding what teams I like and what teams I dislike. But yeah, as you can see, we got 1, 2, 3. We have 8 teams in like the above average. Average, above average to great, and then we have 7 that are just kind of alright, and then the rest are not good. The rest are not good. I know this is just my opinion. My opinion is probably garbage, but yeah, like I said, I don't think a lot of the chants are that good. I don't know how to end videos. Go Galactic 2022, I guess.